All right, let's do some story time. We're going to read We Don't Eat Our Classmates and The Napping House for today. And I would love it if you guys sent me some requests of the books you'd like me to read for story time. That'd be great. I know everybody has their favorites in our library over here. I think with our Google Classroom, I think you can comment maybe on this Storytime video. You can send me the requests for what books you want me to read next. All right, We Don't Eat Our Classmates. Penelope Rex was nervous. It's not every day a little T-Rex starts school. What are my classmates going to be like? Will they be nice? How many teeth will they have? This was all very important. Penelope's mom bought her a new backpack with ponies on it. Ponies were Penelope's favorite because ponies are delicious. Penelope's dad packed her a lunch of 300 tuna sandwiches and 1 apple juice. Finally, the big day came, and Penelope Rex was very surprised to find out that all of her classmates were children. So she's in a whole classroom of children, and she's the only dinosaur. So she ate them because children are delicious. The teacher says, "Penelope Rex," said Miss Noodleman, "we don't eat our classmates. Please spit them out at once." So she did. It was not the best way to start school. Still, Penelope was determined to have a good first day. She tried hard to make friends at recess. But look, when the kids go down the slide, they go right into her mouth. She finger painted some of her best work, but she finger painted herself eating one of her classmates. She even saved Griffin or Emery a seat at lunch. And she says, "You can sit here," but she's pointing to her plate. Penelope started to notice that everyone was making friends but her. It was lonely. When she got home, her dad asked about her first day of school. "I didn't make any friends," Penelope cried. "None of the children wanted to play with me." "Penelope Rex," her father asked, "did you try to eat your classmates?" "Well, maybe just sort of a little bit," she said. So this is her dad saying, "Sometimes it's hard to make friends, especially if you eat them. You see, Penelope, children are the same as us on the inside, just tastier." That gave Penelope a lot to think about. The next day, Penelope tried really hard. But poor Penelope, she just could not stop herself from eating her classmates. Miss Noodleman, Penelope ate William Amato again, and they were all afraid of her. Except Walter. Walter was a goldfish. So Penelope tried to make friends with him. She says, "Will you be my friend?" And she's sticking her finger in the bowl. Look, a CH, one of our digraphs. Cha-cha, chomp! He chomps her finger. Eee! Cried Penelope. "He's eating my finger! Where?" Once Penelope found out what it was like to be someone's snack, she lost her appetite for children. So that means once she realized what it was like to be eaten, she didn't want to eat any kids anymore. And look, she has a little bandage on her finger. She stopped eating her classmates, even when Cece Woodman spilled barbecue sauce all over herself. And soon, Penelope made friends. "Found you. Want brownies? I helped make them." Now, even when children look especially delicious, she peeks at Walter and remembers what it's like when someone tries to eat you. And Walter the goldfish stares right back at her and licks his lips. Because dinosaurs are delicious. Okay, now let's do the napping house. So here's the house at the beginning of the book. It looks all dark and rainy. Looks cozy. All those flowers and plants, they need all the rain to be healthy. And then at the end of the book, the sun is shining. Now it's all bright. So this is a cool book because the illustrations, they get a little bit lighter and a little bit lighter as the book goes on, as the sun comes out. Okay, so let's see. There is a house, a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. And in that house, there is a bed, a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that bed, there is a granny, a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. So I think a couple weeks ago, I remember we found all the different animals in the story. There's the granny and the dog. There's the kid and the little boy. There's, oh, did I say cat already? Can't remember. And there's the mouse up there. And there's the little flea in the corner. Okay. And on that granny, there is a child, a dreaming child on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that child, there is a dog, a dozing dog on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. It's starting to get a little brighter. And on that dog, there is a cat, a snoozing cat on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that cat, there is a mouse, a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that mouse, there is a flea. Can it be? A wakeful flea on a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. There's the flea, the mouse, the cat, the dog, the kid, the granny, the bed. A wakeful flea who bites the mouse, who scares the cat, who claws the dog, who thumps the child, who bumps the granny, who breaks the bed in the napping house where no one is sleeping. All right, there was story time for Monday, March 23rd. So remember, write in the comments what you want your request to be for the next Storytime books.